What up, y'all? This is Patrick Haize. I'm coming to you from Maui. And today I want to share with you guys a tool that I use to keep myself focused on my purpose or on my mission in this day and age filled with distractions. Because there's more distractions nowadays than there ever has been in the history or the recorded history of human civilization. We have technology bringing tons of distractions to us. We have media bringing tons of distraction to us. Even the social kind of paradigm is one that breeds distractions. And distractions, honestly, have been even internalized to the point that inside our minds, 90% of the time, the average person just has pointless banter going on inside their minds all the time. If we were able to take a look inside somebody's mind and hear the mental activity going on, I guarantee that 90% of what's going on inside somebody's head is probably something like, I want more money. I want more power. I want people to respect me more. Or arguing with people in their life, or even people that aren't in their life, arguing with the idea that somebody presented in some sort of media that somebody heard. So like going through the motions of having an argument with somebody, or projecting some sort of fear future onto some event that's coming up in the future, or dwelling or being bitter about the past. This is probably what takes up 90% plus of mental activity in the average person. And to be frank, I don't even need to say this, it's a complete waste of time. Especially considering what needs to be done and the amount of time that it needs to be done in order for this planet to not turn into a shithole. So, with that said, the tool that I use, it's really simple. It's basically just coming inside myself and asking myself one simple question. Is this essential or not essential? And asking myself that question all the time on a regular basis. In fact, one of the things you can do is draw like a little star on your hand, or put a sign up inside your house, hang a little note on the refrigerator, or you could even put a timer on your cell phone that goes off every 10 or 15 minutes. And what it does is it says, is this essential or not essential? And what that starts to train you to do is it trains you to stop what you're thinking, take a look at what you're thinking or what you're doing, and ask yourself that question, is this essential or not? And when you start doing that, you start to realize how much stuff is non-essential and how much stuff you might actually think is essential in the moment that isn't essential. Like sometimes we get into like emotional flows where it might seem appropriate to continue firing away at a particular issue. But in the large scheme of things, when we take into consideration all the things that we do have to do in life and the time proximities, it's not the most useful way to spend our time. So even though we might be trying to work on a particular solution for something in our life, it might not be the best use of our time to spend thinking about that at that moment. And sometimes all we need is a little refresh. We need to step back and say, wait a second, am I using my time most efficiently? Am I being as productive as I can with my thoughts and my actions in this moment? Now, don't get me wrong. When I say be productive, I don't mean that we can only be working on our mission. There's no time for fun. There's no time for play, but we have to just do like a crazy workaholic. What I'm saying is that our mission ultimately, regardless of all the specifics of whether we're going to, create permaculture communities or whether we're going to bring enlightenment to the mainstream, whatever our mission is, deep down underneath it, what the true mission is personal evolution. It's enlightening ourselves. Because when it's all said and done, no mission in the external on the physical plane is going to be effective if we haven't enlightened ourselves first. In other words, all the flaws that we carry, all the shortcomings, all the baggage that we hold is going to be reflected in whatever mission that we're working on. So mission number one is taking care of ourselves and working on ourselves, which, while on one hand It's important to get it done, to not live in la-la land and actually execute on what our goals and missions are. But on the other hand, like I said, it's about really enlightening ourselves. It's about evolving ourselves. And we can't evolve without balance. So being on your mission and taking action on your mission includes relaxing. It includes spending time with loved ones and being playful and not being serious all the time, not always being on the hustle. That's important too. But when you understand it like that there's two sides to being on your mission, then you can be 100% on your mission all the time and still be having fun and being playful and, going out and hiking in nature and spending time with loved ones. Because this is part of your mission. This fuels and feeds the soul in a deep way that helps propel us even closer to our own evolution. So, what I encourage you to do is to figure out very clearly and succinctly what your goals are, what your mission is, what your purpose is. And make that very clear in your mind what it is. And then have some sort of reminder in your everyday life, whether that's some sort of, like you could write on your hand, like I was saying earlier, or some sort of note that you have hanging up in your environment that reminds you to, on a regular basis, ask yourself the question, is this essential or non-essential? And if you're going to answer that question, do it from an honest place. Like really, truly feel into it. Is this really essential on my path of evolution? Or is it non-essential? And if it's non-essential, just drop it right there. You might feel some sort of chords, some sort of emotional magnetism to try to get you to finish that out, or like maybe if I just finish this now, then I can go back to my mission, but I just want to get this off my plate. But all that is going to do is it's going to keep you wrapped up and keep you corded to that negative energy field or that pointless energy field. So ask yourself, is this essential or is it not? And if it's not, just drop it. Just let it go fully and focus directly on your path. Now, the more you do that, the more often you're able to drop the old pointless banter and reorient yourself towards what your mission is and taking action on your purpose, the easier it's going to be to notice when distractions are creeping up in your reality that are going to start trying to pull you off of your mission. And the easier it becomes to just stay streamlined and focused on it. So thanks so much for tuning in. This is Patrick Haize. I'll talk to you guys next time. One love.